Hi, we're Fools and Horses, and you're watching the music scene.
Winter, the slumber, I am the ghost. I am the ghost.
Hi, I'm Darren Frommel, and welcome to the music scene. I'm talking with Baltimore, Maryland's own Fools and Horses, here at Wise Guys Comedy Club in downtown Salt Lake City. XM Satellite Radio said of their CD, they said, "This CD is worthy. Go listen now." Hi, guys, and welcome to the music scene. Good. When you heard someone from the radio industry talk about your CD like that, and your CD is called I Am the Ghost, what does that feel like?
Feels like I want to go listen to it now. See what they're talking about. No, it feels really good and flattering that they, especially XM, being so reputable, and they listen to music all the time, and for them to have bestowed that accolade is pretty awesome.
Can you just introduce yourselves one at a time and just tell me what your part in the band is?
My name's Matt. I sing and play guitar.
I'm Kent. I play bass and get naked a lot.
It's true.
I'm Steve, and I play guitar and sing as well.
I'm Tim. I play the drums and Matt's little brother, and also suffer through Kent's nakedness.
Ooh. Are there any favorite tracks on I Am the Ghost?
For me, I like I Am the Ghost the best, the last one.
What about you guys?
For me, Take My Life. It's just, really rocking. I love playing it.
Because you drummed on it, it's nice.
Your music has been featured on A&E, The Style Network, and also on Keeping Up with the Kardashians. Are there any other TV projects that are coming up?
I know we have some licensing to some TV networks. It's funny enough, they don't tell us what it's on until it's normally Steve's sisters who are sitting there watching these shows.
We just get a check. Like every 3 or 6 months we get a check. And they have it all.
We're here.
Yeah, but I never believe them when they say it. It's like, oh, we heard What'd You Know on Keeping Up with the Kardashians. And I'm like, yeah, what have you been drinking, And then sure enough, it's there. So,
how long have you guys been together as a band, and how did you get together?
It's been 7 years, but Steve came in the beginning of 2006. The three of us, Tim, Kent, and I, we went to high school together, and we formed right after high school. And met Steve through what would you call it? One of the guitar wanted ads? What was it?
Yeah, there was an ad up in Towson where Matt and I went to school. And I just answered it, and it was these guys. I didn't know who it was.
We didn't put our name on there, did we?
No.
Oh, okay. Add to the mystique, and you actually called. Oh.
I remember calling Kent. It was Kent's number, and it was a funny story because at the time, I didn't mean to call him. Like, I was going to call him. I was going to call the number later.
Drunk dialed me.
No, I don't know what it was. I was trying to call somebody else, and I called that number by accident, and you answered, and I was like, oh. Hi, Kent? He's like, yeah. And you didn't say anything after that. I'm like, what do you want? I'm like, hey, this is Steve. Hey, what's up? Just kind of like very matter of fact. It was really, really awkward, but we managed to work it out. So.
And now here you are. Yeah, right. I just watched the video for I Am the Ghost. Who came up with the concept, and who was the director on that?
That was Tim and my brother-in-law. He's done our artworks for about 2 records now. He's brilliant visually. I mean, he can just come up with a concept in no time. Yeah. And the records, the design is probably the last thought I ever have. But the video actually he just created it by himself without any input from us.
Yeah, it's just kind of like, hey, look what I did.
Yeah,
Shoots it over to us like,
much to the dismay of probably my sister, his wife, because it probably took him a few hours that,
Well, the look of the video reminded me of 9 Inch Nails. Yeah. That's kind of the way it went.
Nails fan, actually.
You can kind of tell from it's a great video.
Well, if that's a way to synthesize or correlate between 9 Inch Nails and us, that's pretty cool.
It's all good. I Am the Ghost is also featured on the soundtrack for a feature film called The Crypt. How did that come about?
Again, a lot of our licensing, we've been working with a company out in LA, and they've been really helpful with us. And this company had sent a blanket number of songs, X number of songs over, and they happened to like it. For a horror movie, it was pretty appropriate. And I might add that it came on the climax of the movie, and it wasn't a really. It was, I guess, the climactically in the storyline, not like when the guy came up and slit the guy's throat or anything, because it's not that kind of song. But it was pretty flattering to be right there at that specific moment in time. But against a sea of really hard rock songs. So.
I heard that on the CD or the soundtrack for the film that the band's name was listed as Foals and Horses or Horses and Foals. Did we get that straightened out? Is it all good?
Actually, get this. I contacted iTunes directly because I downloaded the song to leave feedback for it. This is the only avenue I could leave feedback at iTunes. So I bought our own song, and I guess I left feedback. Said this isn't the right song. I was very articulate. This needs to be Fools and Horses. And I get an email saying, well, we'll refund you and you can buy something else. So I got a free download for another song, which is nice, but they still haven't changed it. Still Falls and Horses.
Falls and Horses. It's Fools and Horses, people. Oh, remember that. You've shared stages with bands like the Jim Blossom's Violent Femmes, Sister Hazel, to name a few. I'm curious to know how you got to share a stage with Bon Jovi and play in front of 15,000 people and what that was like.
We entered a local radio contest, 106.5.
It was a battle of the bands one night.
Probably one of the last battle of the bands that I've ever seen that was actually judged. Normally it's a battle of the fans. Normally it's, how many emails or whatever. But this had a panel of industry judges. I still don't know who it was. But we battled up against some really, really popular and awesome bands, and we won out for the judges. I guess we put, and that was his third show or second. No, the Bon Jovi show.
That was my third. It was, yeah. Wow. The battle was my third, and the Bon Jovi was my.
What was that like? Your third show or fourth show is like Bon Jovi. You know.
The garden. That's what you thought.
Yeah, right.
What was your reaction to? I mean,
how PC can we put this? I was crapping myself pretty much, but it was awesome. It was it was a dream. It was a dream come true. So.
The guys was cool.
Your band has a very loyal following. What's it like to connect with your fans on stage and off?
It's rewarding for me.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
Yeah, I always enjoy seeing somebody, we'll travel somewhere and somebody singing our song and like knowing it. You've never seen the person before, and that really
and that trips us up. We was like, who are you and why do you know our song?
Or like you think it could be like a drunk guy who like thinks he knows the song and he's like, well, just kind of like.
You get that too, though, which is pretty funny. They think they know the song and then they're like start trying to sing along with Matt and they're just mouthing the total.
Is it crazy to sit there and see people like actually singing your lyrics to your songs?
Awesome. They chide me sometimes when I get them wrong. It's like, I wrote it. That's like, oh, you messed up the verse. Like, it happens.
So I always ask this question when a band has a unique name or whatever. Where did it come from? It comes from an old British proverb that says, only fools and horses work, which is pretty appropriate for us considering we are doing what we love to do. And it's a dream. There you go. That's it. Well, guys, thank you so much for joining me here on the music scene. Run, don't walk, and go out and get your copy of Fools and Horses, the new album, I Am the Ghost. You can find them on iTunes, Twitter, Facebook, and everywhere else. I suggest you go and see them live when they come to your town. I'm Darren Frommel, and this is the music scene.